These creatures came about because I was doing drawings of this negative space here, and I was drawing it on paper and then folding it in half and then cutting it out and then unfolding it so it creates a symmetrical shape. And then I started wondering what this negative space would look like as a positive form. And then I started drawing on the actual black pieces of paper and drawing in these lines and how it would be lit. They're sensual, you just want to touch them, but you know, you can't, that's not a good thing. Maybe, I don't know. It's really amazing when they do this. So there's these vats of molten glass, and they have these long poles. And they dip it in there and they're rolling it around and they pull it out and they let it cool down and they put it back in, and so it keeps building and building and building. The glass is like this big and it's red hot orange. The glass master gets on a pallet and a forklift lifts him up, and he's got this glass, molten glass, and he puts it over the top of the mold and it starts to fall. The glass is falling into the mold. So then when it hits the wood, of course, there's smoke everywhere. And then he gets up there and just starts blowing, and then what he feels that there's a resistance to his breath, then he knows it's filled up as much as the pockets, and he taps his foot, and then they break open the mold, and then he has to pull it up, and it takes 3 guys to like help him, and then of course the thing wants to fall off, so he has to keep turning it and turning it and turning it. Each glass master has their own recipe for colors. So he was dipping it in the color, and that becomes the interior of it, and then he dips it into the clear glass, which is what we see here. With this piece, we sandblasted it and then rubbed it with linseed oil. This is Carrara marble here. So this guy was originally done in clay. These lines right here and these movements underneath here are just the shape of my fingers. So again, it's about my own touch, my own physicality, but I wanted these pieces to be both male and female, to be architectural and organic all at the same time. I wanted them to sort of hover between our conscious and subconscious mind so that we instantly recognize them, but we don't know why. They're very seductive and beautiful and organic, and they're sexual, but they're not like banging you over the head with it. They allowed the mind to roam, which is what I enjoy about them the most.